It's a sad time to be a Seahawks fan, quite depressing in fact. Richard Sherman has signed a one-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for $2.25 million. Now, could the Seahawks afford that? Why, of course they could. They could afford that about 5 times, and they just didn't want to do it. Right now, the Seattle Seahawks have a clear issue on defense. Now, does that come from scheme? Yes. Does that come from corner play? Yes. Does that come from Pete Carroll? Yes. But they're not doing anything to fix it. I'm going to have a whole nother video talking about what the big problem with the Seahawks defense is, like what I believe is the main problem that we have with the defense. But right now, we're going to be talking about corners and Richard Sherman. Now, Richard Sherman, of course, one-year deal to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The rich get richer. Good for the Buccaneers. They're probably going to win a championship this year. I mean, maybe. We'll have to see. They have Tom Brady, but, they just add more. And Richard Sherman, interestingly enough, in his press conference with the Tampa Bay media after his practice, said that Seattle kind of strings you along. They haven't offered anything. So basically, there were reports that came out that said that the Seattle Seahawks and Richard Sherman were talking as early as, I believe, Tuesday. So just a couple days ago, they were saying, they were in serious talks after he went to Tampa Bay. But Richard Sherman goes and says that they didn't offer him anything. They were just stringing him along. So it's probably like Pete Carroll picked up the phone. He's like, "Hey, Richard, you still like playing football?" And then Richard's like, "Yeah, I love playing football, dude. Playing with the Seahawks would be awesome." And Pete Carroll's like, "That's cool, man. Bye." Like, what are the Seahawks doing? And the big interesting thing here is, Richard Sherman. Now, we can't guarantee Richard Sherman would play better than any corners on our roster, but by God, would it be a better option than Trey Flowers? Now, Trey Flowers, as much as I like hating on Trey Flowers, and I think he should be cut after him saying that he played well, not taking any accountability for anything he's done, I do think that Richard Sherman, even if he came in, there's still more of a problem when it comes to scheme and coaching. And just overall, there's a lot more problems than just Trey Flowers or just DJ Reed or just Jamal Adams or anyone playing bad. There's a lot of problems with the Seahawks, but something interesting and I guess maybe positive when it comes to the Seahawks corner situation is Pete Carroll in his press conference yesterday said that Sidney Jones and Bless Austin are getting closer to playing this week. Lord knows what that means, but God, let's hope that Trey Flowers is not starting, or if he is starting, he gets taken out by at least halftime. I don't want to see Trey Flowers play 100% of the defensive snaps again. I would like to see that not happen. I would like to see, even if Sidney Jones isn't fully in tune with like the defensive playbook or scheme or whatever, just throw him in there, man. Please get Trey Flowers out of there, because you cannot be playing as bad as you are and go on a post-game interview and say, "I'm playing good. I don't care what anyone says." Like, that's the thing that really pissed me off. Trey Flowers, if he just plays bad and says nothing, okay, you suck at football, but, I don't hate you. But boy, oh boy, when you say that you're doing good and you don't care what other people say when you're doing bad and other people are saying you're doing bad, that is full-on delusion, and that is what makes me really want Trey Flowers to not play. Something else when it comes to the corner group that's either good or bad news, depending on how you look at it, is Pete Carroll in his press conference yesterday said that Trey Brown, our 4th-round rookie corner, is expected to start his return next week. Now, that's kind of a confusing way to say things, because you could look at it as, he's going to start the game in which he returns next week, but I'm like 99% sure, as most people probably would assume, Trey Brown is going to start practicing again and coming back from his injury, coming back from IR. He's going to try and start his return to playing football next week. So maybe he won't be ready for week 5, maybe week 6 he'll be ready. We'll have to see how that goes. But Trey Brown, he is coming back from injury. Thank God, not another full year injury for Seahawks rookie players. But hopefully maybe Trey Brown is the greatest corner to ever live. We'll have to see whenever he does play. I hope he gets snaps. I really hope we didn't just draft Trey Brown to throw him in the depth chart behind Trey Flowers. But we'll have to see what goes on with the Seahawks corners. We missed out on Richard Sherman. It didn't seem like we had any interest. The Seahawks just kind of were like, "Hey, Richard Sherman, we know that guy. Let's not sign him," even though we have a big problem at corner. There's a lot of uncertainty at corner. Richard Sherman, you really have no idea if he would have solved that uncertainty, but it would have been nice to at least bring him in, give him a try. If he doesn't work out, just let him go, or maybe trade him to a team that was interested in him. I mean, who knows what we could have done if we decided to at least take a shot at Richard Sherman, but we didn't even try. Hopefully Trey Flowers doesn't start next game. He probably will, like 99% sure he probably will, because the Seahawks are stubborn. They don't want to make any changes. They're just like, hey, we got our corners. They suck balls, nuts, maybe even cock, but boy oh boy, let's let them keep on sucking. I don't know, man. Really sad time to be a Seahawks fan. You see all these problems, and you see absolutely no changes being made. But we'll see what happens when we go and play the 49ers, probably our toughest opponent yet. The NFC West is completely stacked. The Seahawks are sucking, and the other teams are doing very well. We're probably going to get mollywopped this week, but I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on. That's it. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this situation. Should the Seahawks have made a harder push for Richard Sherman, or at least made any push whatsoever to try and get him? And do you think the Buccaneers are more of Super Bowl favorites now that they got Richard Sherman, or does it not matter? Let me know down below in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.